Get ready, this winter is set to be unforgettable. The months ahead promise to deliver some of the most dramatic and unpredictable weather we've seen in years. And it's not just about cold or snow, it's about the wild swings and surprises that will keep everyone on their toes. The 2025 to 2026 season will bring sharp contrasts and surprises for both the United States and Europe. Meteorologists are already calling it a season of extremes, with weather patterns that could break records and challenge what we think we know about winter. Across the US, imagine a line splitting the country. North of it, brace for a classic cold, snowy winter. Cities like Chicago, Minneapolis, and Boston could see frequent snowstorms, icy winds, and temperatures that dip well below average. Snowplows and shovels will be working overtime, and winter sports enthusiasts might be in for a treat. South of that line, though, it's a different story. Expect warmer, drier conditions, with places like Texas, Florida, and Southern California experiencing mild days, less rainfall, and even drought concerns in some areas. For many, it might feel more like an extended autumn than a true winter. Your winter will depend entirely on where you live, two very different seasons at once, sometimes just a few hundred miles apart. This split will shape everything from travel plans to energy bills, and even the way communities prepare for the months ahead. In Europe, the story is rapid changes. One week, spring-like warmth. The next, powerful storms or sudden Arctic blasts. Cities from London to Berlin could see temperatures swing wildly, with rain, wind, and even snow arriving with little warning. It'll feel like multiple seasons packed into one, keeping everyone guessing. People will be swapping winter coats for lighter jackets and back again, sometimes in the same week. Outdoor plans and daily routines will need to stay flexible. What's behind this wild weather? It's a mix of powerful climate patterns, amplified by long-term global changes. The atmosphere is more energetic than ever, and that means more volatility in our day-to-day weather. We have a returning La Niña in the Pacific, which tends to shift storm tracks and influence temperatures across the globe. This pattern often brings colder, wetter conditions to the north and drier, warmer weather to the south. There's also a wobbly polar vortex over the Arctic, sending bursts of frigid air southward at unpredictable times. This can lead to sudden cold snaps and blizzards, even in places that might otherwise expect milder weather. And of course, the influence of a warming planet can't be ignored. Rising global temperatures are changing the rules, making extreme events more common and less predictable. Glaciers are melting, sea levels are rising, and the atmosphere is holding more moisture, fuel for bigger storms. These factors are combining to create a highly unusual winter. We're seeing weather systems collide in ways that haven't happened in decades, leading to everything from record snowfalls to unexpected heat waves. This isn't just a forecast, it's a new chapter in how we experience winter. People are already noticing the changes, comparing this season to winters of the past and realizing just how different things have become. We'll break down what's driving these changes so you can be informed and ready. Understanding the science behind the forecast can help you make better decisions, whether you're planning a trip, protecting your home, or just trying to stay comfortable. Whether you're in the US or Europe, expect the unexpected. This winter will test our adaptability and resilience, and it's a reminder that nature is always full of surprises. The rule book is being rewritten, and preparation is key. Stock up on essentials, check your heating systems, and stay tuned to local forecasts. Being ready could make all the difference. Let's dive into what's coming and how you can stay ahead of the storm. We'll explore the latest predictions, offer practical tips, and help you navigate whatever this wild winter throws your way. Winter is about to get interesting. Stay with us as we uncover what's in store and how you can make the most of this extraordinary season. Let's start with La Niña, a giant cooling pattern in the Pacific Ocean that changes everything. Every few years, the surface waters of the central and eastern Pacific become noticeably cooler than average. This isn't just a minor temperature dip, it's a powerful shift that can ripple across the globe, influencing weather patterns far beyond the ocean itself. When La Niña is active, it acts like a massive engine, setting new weather in motion. Cooler waters shift the jet stream, steering storms and cold air across North America. The jet stream, a fast-moving river of air high above us, responds to these changes, bending and twisting in new directions. This means that storms can suddenly take unexpected paths, and regions that are usually mild might find themselves in the crosshairs of winter's fury. This year, La Niña's return means a classic north-south split. Cold and snowy up north, warm and dry down south. Northern states brace for frequent snowfalls and icy blasts, while the southern tier may see less rain and more sunshine than usual. Farmers, city planners, and families all feel the impact as La Niña reshapes the season's expectations. Now, meet the polar vortex, a swirling mass of frigid air over the North Pole. Imagine a giant, invisible whirlpool of cold, encircling the Arctic like a frozen crown. It's a normal part of our atmosphere, but its behavior can make or break a winter. When stable, it keeps Arctic air locked up. The coldest air stays bottled up near the pole, far from cities and towns further south. Winters remain more predictable, with fewer surprises. But when it weakens, that cold spills south. The vortex can stretch, split, or wobble, sending icy air plunging into places that aren't prepared for it. This is when winter can turn truly wild. A wobbly polar vortex can unleash sudden severe cold snaps across the US and Europe. Cities that rarely see snow might wake up to frozen streets, while power grids and transportation systems are put to the test. This winter, forecasts suggest the vortex could be more unstable than usual. Meteorologists are watching closely, as even a small shift could mean the difference between a mild week and a record-breaking freeze. That means we could see dramatic invasions of Arctic air, even in places expecting milder weather. Sudden snowstorms, icy roads, and temperature swings could become the new normal, catching many off guard. La Niña and the polar vortex are the main drivers of this season's wild weather. Their combined influence can create a winter full of surprises, from relentless blizzards to unexpected warm spells. Their unpredictable dance will shape everything from blizzards to warm spells. One week might bring record snowfall, while the next could see a sudden thaw, flooding streets and fields. Understanding these forces is key to knowing what's ahead. Scientists and meteorologists use advanced models and satellite data to track every twist and turn, helping us prepare for whatever winter throws our way. Get ready for a winter where the unexpected becomes the norm. Stock up on supplies, check your forecasts, and stay flexible, because this season, the only certainty is change. The atmosphere is setting the stage for a dramatic season. As La Niña and the polar vortex interact, we're in for a winter that could rewrite the record books and keep us all on our toes. The U.S. winter forecast is all about contrast. In the north, think Seattle, Minneapolis, Chicago, Buffalo. Expect colder, snowier conditions, with frequent storms and long stretches of frigid weather. Ski resorts will love it, but cities will face tough commutes and heavy snow removal. In the south, from California to Florida, it's a different story, warmer, drier, and sunnier than usual. While pleasant for some, this dry pattern could worsen drought and wildfire risks, especially in California, Arizona, and Texas. Even the southeast may notice less rain. This sharp divide, blizzards in the north, sunshine in the south, is the signature of a La Niña winter. Where you live will define your winter experience. Prepare for a season of extremes. Beyond the north-south split, extreme events are likely. Northern states face a higher risk of powerful snowstorms and blizzards, storms that can shut down travel and cause outages. Ice storms are another threat, especially from the central plains to the northeast, coating everything in dangerous ice. The battle between air masses could also spark rare winter tornadoes in the deep south. And for the east coast, nor'easters loom, bringing blizzards, heavy rain, damaging winds, and coastal flooding. Each storm's track will decide who gets snow, rain, or wind. This winter, expect a parade of high-impact events. Staying alert and prepared will be crucial. The weather will keep us on our toes. Don't underestimate what's coming. Europe's winter will be defined by volatility. Heat domes could bring spring-like warmth to cities like London or Paris, even in January. But these mild spells will be interrupted by a relentless series of Atlantic storms, especially in the UK, Ireland, France, and Spain. Expect heavy rain, strong winds, and increased flood risk. Then sudden Arctic blasts could plunge temperatures, turning rain to snow overnight in places like Berlin. The back and forth between warmth, storms, and deep freezes will be Europe's signature this winter. Abrupt transitions will keep everyone guessing. Staying flexible and prepared is essential. The weather could change dramatically from one day to the next. Europe's winter will demand attention and adaptability. Be ready for anything. La Niña's impact on Europe is subtle, but it helps strengthen the Atlantic jet stream, fueling more storms for Western Europe. This brings milder, wetter air to the west and south, while opening the door for cold air in the north and east. The polar vortex, however, can have a dramatic effect. If it weakens, frigid Arctic air can sweep into Europe. Sudden stratospheric warming events can trigger weeks of extreme cold and snow, especially in northern and central Europe. These events are hard to predict, but they're the wild cards of the season. Europe's winter will be a tug-of-war between Atlantic warmth and Arctic cold. The winter could change week to week. Expect a true roller coaster. Climate change is amplifying natural patterns like La Niña and the polar vortex. A warmer atmosphere holds more moisture, fueling heavier rain and snow. Storms are stronger and extreme events are more common. The Arctic is warming faster than anywhere else, making the jet stream wavier and the polar vortex more unstable. This means longer heat waves, cold snaps, and wild swings in weather. Paradoxically, global warming can lead to more severe cold outbreaks in some regions. The climate system is complex, and surprises are becoming the norm. We must be ready for all kinds of extremes. Understanding these changes helps us adapt and prepare. The future of winter is unpredictable and more intense. Staying informed is more important than ever. Preparation is your best defense against wild weather. As winter approaches, taking the time to get ready can make all the difference for you and your loved ones. Start by gathering essential supplies. Think flashlights, batteries, canned food, and bottled water. Make sure everyone in your household knows where to find the emergency kit and how to use its contents. Stay informed with reliable weather alerts and heed local advice. Download trusted weather apps, sign up for local emergency notifications, and keep a battery-powered radio handy in case of power outages. Being aware of changing conditions helps you act quickly and safely. Ready your home, check your heating system, seal drafts around windows and doors, and stock an emergency kit with enough food, water, and medications to last at least 3 days. Don't forget extra blankets, warm clothing, and a first aid kit. These steps will help keep your home warm and your family comfortable if the power goes out. Prepare your car for winter by installing snow tires and assembling a car emergency kit. Include blankets, a shovel, snacks, water, a flashlight, and jumper cables. Keep an ice scraper and extra windshield washer fluid handy. These items can be lifesavers if you get stranded or stuck in bad weather. Always check road conditions before traveling and keep your gas tank at least half full to avoid running out in case of delays. Let someone know your route and expected arrival time, especially during storms. Safe travel starts with good planning. Look out for neighbors, especially the elderly or those with limited mobility during severe weather. A simple check-in or offer to pick up groceries can make a huge difference for someone who may be isolated or unable to get out. Community support makes a big difference in tough times. Organize with neighbors to share resources, clear driveways, and distribute supplies. Working together helps everyone stay safer and more comfortable. Simple steps, like sharing information, helping shovel snow, or checking in on each other, can keep everyone safer. Even small acts of kindness can have a big impact during challenging weather. This winter may be unpredictable, but practical preparation brings peace of mind. By planning ahead, you can reduce stress and respond calmly to whatever comes your way. Stay proactive, not panicked, and remember that preparation is key. Together, we can handle whatever comes. Supporting each other and staying connected makes our communities stronger and more resilient, no matter how harsh the winter. Be ready, stay safe, and help each other. With preparation and teamwork, we can all get through the winter season safely and with confidence. This winter will be memorable, full of contrasts, volatility, and surprises. La Niña and the polar vortex, set against a changing climate, are rewriting the rules. Seasonal forecasts give us a roadmap, but day-to-day weather will still surprise us. The key is to be smart, not scared. Prepare for a range of conditions: blizzards, ice, floods, or sudden thaws. Stay tuned to forecasts, have a plan, and support your community. Knowledge empowers us to make better decisions. Get your winter gear ready and keep an eye on the sky. By working together and staying prepared, we can weather any storm. Let's embrace the season and face it with confidence.